Hey there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have been playing and having so much fun with the May 2024 release from Trinity Stamps. It's now available in their shop, and I am going to show you every single product and something made with it in this video. We're going to jump right in and take a look at this brand new 4x8 set called Hey Diddle Diddle, just like the nursery rhyme, and the characters in the set could not be more cute. I love that chubby little cow and the giant moon. There is a coordinating die set to die cut out all the things. Well, there are some little things actually that don't have dies, little stars, music notes, and the ha 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 sentiments for the little dog that laughs. And I think it's just the cutest. Now, these images could be used separately, but they are so much fun put together. And this is actually the card I'm making for the celebration hop with the design team from Trinity Stamps. So I have another video featuring the making of this card, and I'll link it for you below. All right, next up we have some Baby Gnomes. Can you stand it? No One More Adorable is the name of this 4x6 set. This one also has some hearts that you can stamp or you can die cut out, and then all the images, all four of those little baby gnomes and all the sentiments have some dies to cut them out. So here you can see how I've colored them and die cut them out, and they are so very cute. You know we love gnomes at Trinity Stamps, so having the baby ones is just delightful. I love it. All right, so here's a card I made with this. I used a stamp from the Trinity Stamp shop called Oh Happy Day. That's the one with the green paper, and it has a stump in it, so I set the little baby gnome on the stump. Now, I love that set, but this one like makes my heart melt. Little Gnome Nappers is the name of this 4x4 set. We've got a little extra ladybug, little mushroom, the little Z's like they're sleeping, and of course some sentiments. So this little stamp set leaves nothing left to be imagined. I love it. Look at how cute these images are, sleeping on little mushrooms. Oh my word. Yeah, I love it. So I paired this one with another kind of woodland stamp called the Thinking Tree, and I think these pair really nicely with these cute little gnomes sleeping in the woods. But I could not be more excited about a new Simply Sentimental set, Simply Sentimental Baby. There are 6 large words that say baby, and there's a bunch of sub-sentiments that you can use with that to create any kind of baby card. Of course, there is the coordinating die set, which is also a standalone die set. This is what I mean. See on the left there in the blue and the pink, those are all die cut words, and then on the right are stamped words. The shadow layer for the die cut words is also the die to cut out the stamped words, and then you've got all your sub sentiments to go with. So I'll be showing you samples with that throughout the video. Next we have this Please Stand By stamp set, which happens to go with the Please Stand By die set from the previous release. See those little knobs and buttons? You can stamp them on the Stay Tuned TV set. So we've got the Stay Tuned TV set and the Please Stand By stamp set. They don't have the same name. Sorry about my confusion there. Then you can die cut out this little like Please Stand By screen and have that fit right inside of the TV. Oh my goodness. You could also just cut this down and put it behind the die cuts of the TV. You wouldn't have to cut it with the die if you don't want to. So whatever way works best for you. But what I love the most about this set is that it has the dial and the buttons for the TV. So if you don't want to cut out those teeny tiny pieces, you can stamp them right on. Love it so much. So there it is. And I also used this to make a card. I stamped right on top of it, stay tuned for this very important message. And on the inside, love everything about you from the Simply Sentimental Love stamp set. And it's a Z fold, so it's just kind of fun to pull that open and reveal that special message inside. All right, so next up, another set that works with the TV local programming. This is a 4x8 set. It has 3 different images that you can fit inside your TV with a bunch of sentiments to go with to make some really fun cards. So there's a little cooking show, a game show, and the news. And these are really fun to color up. The little people are so cute. And there you can see them colored up. Of course, you know, it's going to fit in the Stay Tuned TV. Even if it looks like they're kind of big, they fit in there just right. So there are two different ways to do this, like I said before. Die cutting it out like I'm showing here, or just cutting the piece so it will fit behind the TV screen. So there they are, die cut out and inside the TV as well, like we're changing the channel. So I put all three of these on cards so you could see how they look. I used the Rootin' For You stamp by Love Danny as my background because there's root vegetables in the little cooking show image, and I thought it was a really fun card. I love doing the TV in different colors, and I also love using Trinity Stamps glossy paper for the TV. So this one I made a shaker just by die cutting that frame piece multiple times, gluing it together, backing it with a window sheet, and putting the bits, the shaker bits inside. Then we have our news show. I did a little stenciling in the background and did breaking news, this just in. And then on the inside, brilliant human gets older. Happy birthday. So that set is so much fun to add to the TV. Next, we have our Carton Companion stamp set and die set. This is going to go with a milk carton die. You'll see it in just a second, but there's a cow, strawberries. Now there's some funny images in here. The sock, the snowman, the spoon, those go with the punny little sentiments that are missing. Like the sock is missing from the dryer, the snowman is missing because it melted, etc. It's, you know, such a fun set. So there we have all the dies. Gonna cut out every single thing in this set, from the tiniest little sentiment that says you are. So cute. And then I did color them up, very little coloring in this one, but you can see you can add a little color to your cows. I just did one with a little bit of gray, one in brown, and then that strawberry, so you can make strawberry milk on the milk carton die set. Now, several of the new dies at Trinity were designed by Linda Canase of iCrafter for Trinity Stamps, so we're super excited to be partnering with her and having some of her amazing designs and creations in the Trinity Stamp Shop. It's just cool. So this die is going to fit onto a 5" by 5.5" piece of paper. You're going to die cut 2 of these to create a milk carton box. And you can see there that the die is going to put all the scored lines in there, make the little flaps for your adhesive and everything. So you put your rip and stick tape on those flaps, put 2 together, flip it over, fold one end over, fold the other side over, and stick it down. And then I only put adhesive on 2 flaps, so fold in the 2 that don't have adhesive and then the 2 that do. I use a scoring tool to press that down. When the box is standing up, I can press it against the glass mat. Next, to close this, you can glue it shut. You can partially glue it shut. You can put it all the way in so that the carton is completely shut, or leave it partially open. Clip it. The possibilities are up to you. I'll show you even one other way you can do it. So then in this set, the part that I love the most is that it has these dies to create layered panels to decorate the carton. So you'll need 4 squares, 2 rectangles, and 2 triangles to cover every panel on this little box. And I added some of those images from the Carton Companion set to decorate this up. You can keep it simple or just decorate every single panel. Then we have the Moveless die set, which creates a sentiment that says you are utterly moveless. Gonna go so fun with all these like milk carton creations, and there is a shadow layer for each of those words. The words cut out as individual letters. I like to use the rip and stick sheets for this. And then I just took the word move from that and put it on my milk carton as an additional decoration. I'll show you another card later in the video that uses all of that word set. We also have an add-on for that milk carton die set to turn it into a house, the milk carton house add-on die set. There's a door, a window with shutters, a chimney, and 2 scalloped pieces to create the roof. Now I love these because one of them ends with scallops and one ends with half scallops, so they layer up and get staggered very easily. I love the little shutters and the detailing on this chimney. Now you're going to fold this together and use that end flap to create a box. And then on the bottom you have a slit so it fits right on the top of the milk carton, and 2 little tabs to stick it down. It's so genius. So here's a little house put together. See that roof? I only needed 5 pieces for each side. I've got the window and the shutters. I even use those decorative panels. And then I have my chimney right on top. And I love the door has a little heart window. Okay, next we have more baby things. The special delivery die set with this adorable Stork. Isn't it so cute? I love all the details that the die presses into the paper for you, and there's extra die so you can give this a little bit of dimension and interest. Very clever. So here's all those die cut pieces. You can see that there's a wing separate from the bird, so you can layer this up or make it look like he has two wings. And then there's these little end feathers you can put on the end of the wing and on his like little tail, and you could do those in different colors than the bird if you wanted. I like that layered look. Even though it's white on white, I like that kind of look. You've got beak and little legs in different dies, so you can do those in a separate color cardstock. You've got the hat, a baby diaper, and the little sling to hold the baby in. And the diaper is going to go right under the little hand of the baby like that. So here it is all glued together. And then I colored in the little cheeks because the die presses like a little circle there, and it presses the heart into the paper, so I colored those with pink as well. Just simple and sweet in these light colors. I love it. I put it on a card, and that background is the double check line background stamp. I stamped it in pink, then I moved it and stamped it again in yellow, so it really filled in the paper. It's like quadruple checked now. And I also use Simply Sentimental Baby on that one. Okay, next we have the Baby Bottle Shaker die set. I love shakers. You all know that. You've probably been to my Facebook group page called Shaker Card Addicts. If not, there's a little plug. Go check it out and share your shaker cards there with us. Now let's look at this die set, all die cut out. You can see it makes a frame of the baby bottle, and it has a solid layer for the baby bottle. The lid has two pieces, and then there's the nipple, and you just layer all that up. To make a shaker, you're going to cut multiples of the frame, glue them together, and make your shaker just like that. It's really cute, great for on the front of a card, and also super fun to make tags with. You can make it as a shaker, or you can just make a baby bottle. It doesn't have to be a shaker. So a great little die set. There's the Simply Sentimental Baby stamp set on both of these. I colored in those letters so they're a little ombre, and I use the Trinity Stamps tiny tag die set for that white piece on the back of the nipple of the bottle to turn it into a tag. Okay, let's move on to the Ribbon Rosette die set, also designed by Linda. Wow, this is such a fun die set. I could not stop making these rosettes. This one comes with happy birthday, congrats, and best friend. And we're actually going to make like a little ribbon rosette that looks like a prize ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through how to put this together. It's super easy once you know. You're going to cut out 3 of the rosette pieces, 2 circles with the die that comes in the set. I put rip and stick sheets on the back to make them sticky. Then I am going to attach all 3 of those rosette pieces together so it makes a giant C. I like to get one of the circles ready to go with some extra glue, so it's sticky from adhesive sheets and it has glue on it. That's the way I roll. I want it to stick right away, but I want it to also kind of get in the cracks and crevices and give me a little time to scoot it around if I need to. So next we're taking that giant C and we're going to accordion fold on all the score lines. So forward and back, kind of like you would do with a paper fan. Then you're going to attach the 2 ends together and pinch those, hold them in place, and fold on that scored line. Then you're going to gather this all together in a little circle and take that already adhesive circle and stick it right down. Press and hold that for a minute so it really takes hold. Then you're going to flip it over and do the same thing with the second circle on the back side. Don't worry if it's not exactly centered because we're going to decorate that up. So here's all the extra pieces in this die set. You've got that decorative circle that has a zigzag edge. You can do the circle solid, and you can also drop your sentiment in there, die cut them together, and back it with a solid circle to give it a fun second color behind that sentiment. I think that's so fun. So here it is put together with the word congrats. You can see I have those like fishtail banner pieces coming out the bottom to really give it that prize ribbon effect. You could pin these on, put them on a gift bag, put them on a card, put them on a cupcake. Yeah, love it. So now we've got a couple add-ons. This is the ribbon rosette baby add-on. We have big brother, big sister, and mommy to be as additional sentiments for the center, but also some fun additional images like the little baby clothes. So let's take a look at those die cut out. We've got the onesie, little overalls, a little baby dress with the accent piece you can add to the top. We've got the feet. Oh my cute, right? So I wanted to remind you here to not throw out those fallout pieces because you can use them to paper piece inside the letters, but you could also use them by themselves too. So here's a little ribbon rosette that says Mommy to Be. I've added some of those additional images and I die cut this one out with pattern paper this time. Love that with pattern paper. It helps if the pattern paper is like a good quality too. There I used the fallout letters to make a second Mommy to Be circle, so I didn't waste those. Here's one that says Big Brother. I used some holographic paper and some more pattern paper. It's really fun to play with different papers with these dies. Next we have the ribbon rosette Mom Add-on. Yes, the circle says Mom Boss. Then there's the banner you can drop sentiments into as well that says Best and Grand. There's two letters there, an M and an O, so you can spell out the word Mom. You can spell out the word Wow, and somebody pointed out to me, Mary from Craft Roulette, said it could say Ow, right? Yeah, so I love that those letters have outline to them. That's really fun. There's also a butterfly, the number 1. There's the word Mom Boss. You can see with the fallout letters and the banner. I only did the word best here. I'm going to put all of these, well, not all of them. I'm going to put some of these pieces together and create another ribbon rosette with some patterned paper, with some gold paper, some colored cardstock, some dimension. It's so sturdy, and I can't tell you how satisfying it is to put these together and have the end result be this nice and sturdy little, like, ribbon rosette. I don't know what else to call it. Okay, let's move on to something else exciting. This is the zip gift tag. It has a tag with openings in it so you can drop in these additional dies. The heart, the star, the present, the Christmas tree. Oh my gosh, it is so cute. And you have the words for you, happy, and thanks. There's also a little zipper die. So I'm going to show you how this works. First, you can die cut out the tag by itself. And you can see the little outlines of the squares and rectangles. That's where you can add in those additional pieces. You can die cut the tag and then put the additional pieces on it and run it through again, but those dies also drop into those openings so you can run it right through. Then there's additional dies to paper piece on top of those to give it extra like color and interest. Here's the zip tag. You can die cut it here from the top or the bottom of the tag. You can die cut it from the front of the tag or the back of the tag. Next, we're going to adhere 2 together so the gift card will be on the inside and can be removed when you rip away that zipper. So when you do this, put the adhesive on 3 sides, but you see I have a gap there. That's so the zipper doesn't get taped down. We need that to be loose. All right, so put your gift card down and then sandwich the 2 die cut tags together. And then you can have the window, see there the window where you can see through the word happy and the little cake, or you could back that with another tag and have it be solid. I mean, there's so many choices with this die set. And there you see, rip it open, pull out your gift tag. Isn't that cool? It's so cool. Okay, if you love dies that hold gift tags, this is the Toolbox gift card die set. So fun. There is a big toolbox and then all these dies that you can like dress up your toolbox, and I think it's so cool. And it kind of reminds me of like the last release. This time last year we had like the barbecue, and now we have the tool set. So really fun things that can be used for Father's Day or anybody that likes tools, right? So there's dies there to make drawers, a long drawer and a short drawer, and then there's a die you can accent the top and the bottom of the drawers, and then you've got your hammer, your wrench, your saw, and your pliers. There's accent pieces for the hammer and an accent piece for the handle of the saw. Also, there's little dies there to make accent pieces for the wheels of the toolbox, and there it is all put together. And I'm going to show you how I decided to do the gift card portion of this. So I adhered a gift card to the back of the top piece of the toolbox, just at the top. So there's like a flap between the top and the gift card, so it will slide right in. And then when you do adhesive, only do it on 3 sides of the toolbox, but not on the lid, and stick it down to your card. And then you can just pull that gift card right out. Next, we have our Pegboard Shelf die set. This is a huge set because that pegboard is A2 size. A2. It's so big. And so it's going to leave just the tiniest little border if you put it straight down on your card. It's also big enough you could trim it down a little bit and have a border around it. I'll show you that on my card. So here's all the die cut pieces. There's a die that cuts out 4 different size shelves for this. You've got a little frame and a heart, the lamp, and 4 different plants and 4 different flower pots. So you really can play around with those and make that really interesting with lots of plants. I love this one that looks like it's cascading out of the pot. Then you have the words you and me, and there's also HLV. So you can spell the word hello, the word love, you can spell the word mom, and probably lots of other things on here. And you could use stamps and dies that you already have and make unique shelf items for this pegboard. All right, so there you can see I've cut mine down a little bit so I can see more of my beautiful pattern paper, and I just corner rounded the edges to give it a more finished look. And I popped this up on my card with some of the Trinity Stamps foam strips. They fit really nicely between the holes in this pegboard, and then I just love how it looks popped up on that card. What a fun set, right? And there's little embossed details and all the things. You could make a light up card with that lamp. Oh, okay. If you love flowers, check out the Garden Flowers die set. These are a little bit larger flowers, and I love that. And I feel like they're going to coordinate with the other flower set that Trinity already has. You could mix and match the big and the little flowers. It also has a butterfly in it that really coordinates with the butterfly from the Ribbon Rosette Mom Addon set. So you could have a larger and a smaller butterfly. There's even a little branch with berries in here. There's a die to make like a daisy, which happens to be my favorite. You can mix and match the centers of the flowers on here as well. It's just a really fun die set. It has little like etched or stitched detailing in them, and it really helps kind of bring them to life, make them a little extra special. I use just the daisies and that tiny flower to make this card, and of course the leaves as well, and I paired it with a slimline die set called Foliage Frame. It goes so well with that. And then I've got that Big Thanks die cut there. Okay, this is a very cool set. It's called Orchid Lay die set. It's going to create a 3D flower that you can turn into a lei. There's a QR code on the back. If you open up your camera, hover it over that QR code, it's going to open up a link to a tutorial video on how to make this step by step along with me, so that you can really see how to put this together. Once you know how to do it, it's super easy, but it is just one of those dies you want to see it done as you're creating. So since I'm on the design team and work for Trinity Stamps, I made that video for you guys to really make this a lot easier for you. I die cut this from crepe paper. You want to cut with the grain. So the grain runs top to bottom with your petals. There's a wonky looking die in there that you're going to roll up to create the stem. You glue the petals to that stem, add on some leaves, and you've got these gorgeous little flowers. They're so pretty, so much fun to make. You can cut the stem down and string these onto some twine and make a lei. Yeah, it's amazing. I loved making these. They're fairly easy. Like you could just sit down with a movie and create a bunch of flowers. It's so fun. Or maybe, like your favorite YouTuber, you could totally binge watch her channel because she has so many videos and she loves sharing them with you. Do that. Next, we have a stencil. This is the cow print stencil. We had to have it, right? It totally goes with all the milk carton related things. And I love cow print. I also think this could be giraffe print, depending on the colors that you used. But here it is in black and white. I actually ended up doing this with some browns to create some chocolate milk inspired creations. Well, a card. And I think it's really fun. So I did that utterly moveless stamp, and then I did the whole cow, the cow print background. I did some Nuvo drops across the top that are brown, so it looks like chocolate milk pouring down. So fun. Also, I wanted to let you know that there's a new cheesy freebie at Trinity. So when you spend $40, this stamp and die set is automatically going to go in your set, and this one is called Feta Together. Another cheesy card. You feta believe it. Oh, those punny things are hard for me to say sometimes. Anyways, I wanted to make sure you knew there's a new one in the shop now. There's 7 in the line. I think this is the 4th one. So there's still 3 more after this one. You can collect them all. And once they're gone, and they're like 1 per person. So thank you for stopping by. Make sure you check out the hop. Remember, I'm going to have that linked for you below so you can start the hop at my video and check out all the other creations by the video design team at Trinity. Plus, we have an Instagram hop as well. So check both of those out because there's prizes, y'all. Yeah. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe because I have new paper crafting videos for you all the time, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Happy stamping! Bye!